Hi David, good
How
to
you
see you
doing?
again. You had a good record here with Everton. You must have thought you were going to extend that.
I was actually thinking that way midway through the second half, and for long periods it looked as if we might do it. Manchester City keep coming, and we hadn't turned off much in the whole game. We'd kept doing it. The first goal we turned off a little bit on a throw-in, which allows them to get in. And but I've got to say the players done a really good job staying in the game as long as we can. And in the end, you know, we missed two good chances in the first half, I thought, or two decent chances. And we had one right at the end as well, which may well have got us something out of the game.
Given what happened midweek, David, they showed real spirit, didn't they? You picked them up well.
Yeah, we needed to, but we'd sort of worked on a bit of a plan. Which MD comes to play Manchester City are going to have to do it, because they've got many different ways of scoring, many different ways of, you know, how they can play with their players. So we tried to stay in the game, try to be good on the counter attack when we had the opportunities. I actually thought we had more chances to do it in the first half than we executed. But I thought come 60 minutes we looked as if we we're struggling to hang in and keep it going. We nearly sort of hit the wall there. But to fair credit to the players, they kept going, and even when we went 2-1 down, they rallied a couple of half chances at the end.
David, it's not always easy to pick out individuals, but obviously your goalkeeper, you made a change because you had to. But but Adrian has held his hand up now to actually take that #1 spot, hasn't he?
Played very well. I don't know. My feeling from where I was that most of Manchester City chances came from shots, near enough from outside the box or from distance. I didn't think it was sort of. I can't think off my top of my head, maybe you'll tell me wrong, where Man City missed a sitter or missed something which they should have scored. I can't think. So I think that we defensively done a great job. Adrian he had a great save. It took a deflection in the first half over the bar. He had a couple in the second half from distance. But we'd done a pretty good job in not getting them too close to the goal.
David, despite the defeat, does the performance and against the team that you were playing give you more belief that you can get West Ham out of trouble?
Well, I always think that we'll get away. I don't think we'll be in trouble. I think we've got a good team. I think we've got good players, and I think today's performance gives us hope that it can be done. I thought the effort and the energy from the players gave us a real chance. I've said to them at the end of the game, you know, if we do that against the other top teams, well, we'll give ourselves a chance. And as everybody knows, we've got a lot of the top teams coming up in the coming weeks.
David, is there just a sense of frustration maybe that you've performed so well today, but maybe that performance might have been better in one of the earlier matches when you would have had more chance of winning the game?
I think we played Watford in the first game, and arguably Watford might be the form team in the Premier League outside the top boys. We then had a really good performance against Leicester at home. We were rubbish against Everton in midweek. I think today you'd have to say we were back more like the other ones. So it's been a little bit up and down with it. But I think in the games we've had a chance, I would have to say, you know, bits of it have been okay. We missed big chances in the Watford game as well, even though, you know, we could have taken some from the games. The only game which has been a real disappointment, to be honest, has been the Everton game.
David, was it quite a conflict for you, because you pride yourself as being an attacking manager, to play so many sort of defensive players? Was it quite a conflict for you coming into the game?
I really want the football to be attacking. I want it to be, but we're playing against a team where we can hardly get the ball. So what you're going to do, you're not going to stand and give them every opportunity to score. You know, I'm not here to sort of make it look good for Man City. I'm here to try and get a result for West Ham, and there'll be a lot of teams I'll find it a struggle to get the ball off them, and are going to have to make sure they defend well to give themselves a chance.